It's no secret that aim assist has been completely broken in Call of Duty over the past few titles until Black Ops 7. They decided to put their foot down and nerf it. So rotational aim assist got a little bit of a nerf. A lot of people were actually complaining about it and skill issue. Well, guess what? They ended up kind of reverting it just a tad bit in today's update. Instead of it being a 35% decrease in the rotational aim assist, it's now 25. So it pretty much got buffed since the release of Black Ops 7. Well, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to take full advantage of the broken aim assist inside of Black Ops 7 because this buff is very, very noticeable. So I'm going to give you guys some of the best settings that you should be using for controller alongside a hand cam gameplay, where instead of watching me play, you're going to be seeing everything I'm doing on my controller in real time. Now, if this video helps you out in any sort of way, please click that thumbs up button. Takes a second of your time and really helps the video out. And do it for some good luck in your next game of BO7. And make sure you guys subscribe with notifications so you don't miss out on my streams and videos. They all take place right here. Now, before we get into those settings, I do want to show you my controller. We're on the PlayStation 5 DualSense Edge. I've had this for about like 7 to 8 months now. I absolutely adore this thing. So what makes it super special, kind of pricey, are the paddles in the back. Now, don't mind my controller. It's a little bit of, it's not really dirt. It's my gamer grip. Listen, let's just explain this real quick. I put this on my hands because they sweat and it kind of rubs off on the controller. So it's not dirt. It's just this stuff right here. And I have some on my hands right now because I just got done playing. So explained. But we got these paddles in the back here. This one right here is my jumping paddle. So anytime you see me jump in the gameplays, when we get into them, I'm pressing this paddle. I never press the X button. I'll explain why later. And then the other paddle right here, this one is my sliding one. So every time I slide, crouch, prone, it's being done with that. And essentially these paddles, what makes them so useful is I'm able to keep my thumbs on the analog stick and have perfect aim, which is my purple stick here, without having to take it off to go press X or go press circle. I can have perfect aim while doing those crazy movements all in the back here. So really beneficial to have paddles in COD. We also got these little levers here, and essentially it makes my triggers a lot more digital taps. So this is as far as it goes. I'm pressing as far as I could because I have it locked. It makes them a lot more responsive. And then of course I have the Control Freak on, which has improved my aim for about 12 years now. No joke. I've been using this Control Freak, not this one specifically, but Control Freaks in general since I was 12 years old. No joke. I didn't even have a YouTube channel by then. It was my first Call of Duty ever. And now I work with them. So if you guys want to copy yourself some, try them out for yourselves. There's a link in the description. You guys could use my code, save yourself some bread. These actually last a really long time. You can see mine's worn in, but you kind of want it like that. I don't really like when they're new and stiff. When you like really break it in, they're kind of beat up like this. They work the best. As you see my controller, I think my settings I'm going to give you here are going to make a whole lot more sense. So for my horizontal and vertical stick sensitivity, I'm on a 1.8, 1.8. Now, previously in BO6, I was on a 1.7, 1.7. I don't think the sensitivities are the same because a 1.7 in this game feels so much slower. After I bumped it up to the 1.8, it feels identical to how it did in BO6. So that's why I bumped it up. If you want to swap your bumpers and triggers, you can go ahead and do so. Again, I have those levers in the back, which make my triggers a lot more responsive. Plus me personally, I feel a lot more comfortable using the triggers. So again, personal preference at the end of the day, I just prefer the triggers. Button stick layout, skipped over that. It's default. Why? Because again, I have the paddles in the back of this controller. Again, this thing's like $200, but I promise you, very durable. It's lasted me a very long time, and it is everything you could possibly need. I ain't gonna lie, I need like a discount code for these bad boys for y'all. Seriously, I love them so much. Controller vibration. Turn this off, you little freaky ass. Why is your controller vibrating in your hands in the middle of a game? Don't turn it off, dog. Trust me. It'll take some time to get used to if you've been in the middle of your gunfight. So turn it off. I promise you'll get used to it, and you're gonna thank me later because it'll improve your accuracy. This is a big one. This trigger effect thing is horrible. Please turn this off. If you have this on, it makes your triggers feel so heavy, makes them less responsive. Turn this off. It is a necessity. Dead zones. I get asked about these quite a bit. Left and right minimum are pretty standard. They're just both 7. Left stick max, on the other hand, is an 80. Now I could probably bring this down to like a 75, lowest 70. And essentially what this does, and I'm able to run at maximum speed when I hit that red line. So it makes running and hitting the maximum speed a little bit quicker. Right stick max 100, nothing too crazy there. And then make sure your trigger dead zones are both 0. Anything over 0 will give you a delay. You definitely don't want those. Going over to our aiming controller settings here, I have my sensitivity multipliers. I don't touch these. We'll get into the more in-depth ones here in a second. Make sure your target aim assist is on. You have no idea how many comments I've gotten who are like, oh, Frizz, thanks for telling me to turn it on. It was off for some reason. Just make sure it's on. You just never know. Aiming advanced settings here. Okay, so I'm just gonna admit it right here. So the entire first day I played Black Ops 7, I did a 24-hour stream here on YouTube. I was on standard aim assist. the entire time. And I'm telling you, I was shooting zigzags. I was not shooting straight whatsoever. I changed it to dynamic. It's like I turned a switch to aimbot on. It was unreal. I can't stress it enough how broken aim response curve type dynamic is, especially after they buffed the aim assist. It's genuinely unreal. And then the slope was just a 1.0. Absolute game changer. ADS sensitivity transition timing is on instant. So the second I go from hipfire to ADS, I instantly get my ADS sensitivity, which isn't that what you want? The second I go into ADSing, I want my sensitivity for that, right? Other options are like gradual or after zoom. So you won't fully get it instantly. That's why I have it on that. Here is my custom sensitivity per zoom. So this is very important. When I'm aiming down sights, I have a different sensitivity. So for low zoom, red dots, iron sights, it's a 0.70. And then when you get those bigger scopes, I kind of just leave it a little bit higher because it's more zoomed in. I want to drag it around a little bit, but this is huge. It's a 0.70. It's very slow. So whenever I'm locking on an enemy, I'm locked on. They not get out of my sight. So that's why it's like that. And other than that, we have our movement and combat, which have nothing to do with aim assist, but I have one more setting that I need you guys to change. And it's in your interface settings. And this is very important. It's all about centering. So I have the cross dot on and largest. So in these gameplays, I can't stress enough how important it is to have this white dot on and just paying attention to where my white dot is in these gameplays. I don't talk about it too much, but I really want you guys to hone in and focus on what I'm doing with that white dot. I'm pointing it where I think enemies are at. And when they're there, they're gone immediately because I'm already on target. Same with the crosshair lines on. Make sure you want all this on. You want to point this whole thing where you believe enemies are at. Centering is one of the most important things when it comes to Call of Duty, man. Got the opacity there. Change the color if you want. Change like pink or yellow, green. Make it stand out. Super, super important. But those are the best aiming settings I could possibly give you guys. Listen, I know I'm gonna get asked about it a lot. Since I have the DualSense Edge, there are different settings inside of my console here that I could give you. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't change much. So here's the profile I'm on. Here's a visual representation of what I got going on. So the left one is X, like I showed you earlier, and the right one's circle. So jumping on the left, sliding, crouching, drop shotting all on the right. Stick sensitivity, I left these alone. I don't like messing with these. I tried messing with them. It did not feel right whatsoever. So both are left default. Trigger dead zones, left those alone as well. Vibration intensity, I have this off. This is one of the only things I changed. I don't like the vibration. And then the trigger effect intensity is strong. So it makes my triggers just very, very responsive and very, very quick. So I get asked about this a lot. Those are my DualSense Edge settings there. So you guys have my entire loadout. This is going to be the Maverick build I'm going to be using. I recommend practicing your aim with a very overpowered weapon. And I think this thing's pretty busted. So you got the loadout, you got my settings. Let's get into the hand cam gameplay. Please pay attention to everything we're going over because everything is going to make sense in the gameplay. With all that being said, man, is aim assist still broken in BO7? Stick to the end to find out. All right, we go. We got ourselves the hand cam. I'm kind of uncomfortable, so I hope I'm able to play well here, but oh yeah, they actually buffed the rotational aim assist, so it's not as bad. Basically the nerf went from 35% to just 25%, so it's still actually very, very good. And you're gonna notice that my right stick is I'm actually using it to aim, which you kind of need to do now. Oh, I have the wrong streaks on, bro. That's annoying. You kind of need to use it to aim. Hopefully we can get a nuke. Yeah, you got to actually point it at the enemy before. You didn't really even need to touch that right stick, but now that they changed it, you actually need to use your right stick. So you're gonna notice that I am kind of actually pointing my right analog stick on the enemies. There we go. These guys are on B. Decided to go with like an OP weapon that I'm comfortable with. I think me playing as natural as possible is probably the best thing I could do for myself. We are absolutely cooking. Yo, off topic, y'all ever have zoo pals before? You guys know them plates, they had animals on them and you have them to eat, you know what I mean? You just put food on them and stuff. I don't know, just a random thought. Yeah, this thing's disgusting. But yeah, make sure you guys jot down those settings, and I hope you guys kind of copy my analog movement here a little bit. You see how when I'm strafing that right stick, you kind of got to point it where the enemy is going to be at. It's so important to actually do that because last year you didn't really even need to touch the right stick. It would do all the aiming for you. But now you kind of gotta. You could tell aim assist is significantly better. I ain't gonna lie. It's actually like a night and day difference. Of course, the car explosion killed me. All right, I got this dumbass dog on. I didn't mean to keep this on. I've been playing the campaign, so I haven't really had the opportunity to play too much pubs. When I prestige, I was playing that. Bro, this is night and day. Look at how many more shots I'm landing. Oh my God, why would they rebuff aim assist? It's actually so OP. I'm telling you, dude, with the right settings, you're not missing any of your shots. Oh my God. I don't know why they did this. It's pretty noticeable. 10%'s a massive change. You could literally go to like my day one Black Ops 7 video and watch this, and you're gonna notice an increase in my shots being landed. Oh, watch out, doggy. You're about to get me killed, damn. Them EMPs are lasting long as shit, dude. Dude, that dog is so annoying. I can only imagine what they gotta deal with over there on that side. Harp is up. Zoo pals. Zoo pals makes eating fun. We're good. I'm trying to stay alive here. I don't want to die. I'm getting EMP'd, bro. This is so annoying. Throw some ammo down. Hey, this extra ammo is really nice. Oh, they did nerf those too. Back up. Bro, can they stop chasing me? You can't shoot through the Nuketown Sun anymore? Is that new? I don't remember. Let me get a little closer. I'm trying to be as comfortable as possible, but it's hard to do that, dude. There we go. See, a close range fight like that, I was usually losing. Nice. I gotta get up top. Oh my God, I should be dead. I'm gonna be honest. I should be dead. Underneath me. Let's get out of there. Oh my God, we're cooking. Let's do this down real quick. Boom. We got that up too. We got a heart. I just saved my boy's life. I ain't gonna lie. Holy cow. They call us the bust down brothers. I kind of knew he was in danger, and I just kind of read that. Stand back a little bit. I'm trying to play for this nuke. Again, every time I hit X and circle, it's the paddles in the back of the controller. So when you hit me, you see me hitting those slides, it's happening on the back of the controller. That's why you don't see me physically pressing any of that. All right, we're doing good. It's also just kind of, they see me. Oh, I don't see him. Did he have active camo? Am I faded? I'm on a relentless. I would like to get a nuke. I mean, that'd be a blessing. I'm an idiot. I don't, bro, I'm not, they're not moving, man. I don't see nothing. Oh my God, I didn't see anything. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Thank you, teammates. Need help. Throw that out there. Oh my goodness. You're throwing smokes and I am still zapping through the smokes, bro. Got that up too. Yeah, sitting back honestly does help increase your aim as well. Just kind of like doing all that crazy movement can kind of mess with your aim. So when you kind of sit back and play your angles, make sure you hit that strafeman in the middle of your gunfights. You see me do it all the time. It's very subtle. Like right there, I used it. Like you don't see me sitting still in the middle of these gunfights. Whenever I'm shooting, I'm always strafing. You need to take advantage of that rotational aim assist. It's genuinely so important. There's a reason why that specifically was nerfed. Was that a Yobi? Yeah, I got a little aid kill. I want to die. Thank you, teammates. I see your little toeskies, your little whiskers. All right, let's go top roll for it. Oh, I'm on a 20 again. I'm on another streak, bro. All right, let me actually get this nuke. See, oh, that's my teammate's nade. They're actually moving now, so it makes it a little bit better to get. I threw a Yobi, but I didn't hit nothing, unfortunately. You're going insane. I can't call him this heart. Nice, good job. All right, as long as I don't leave, we can get a nuke with this hand cam. My first nuke doing a hand cam in this game, at least. See up top? Oh, he's bottom. He's just sitting in the corner. Nice. I'm on a 28. Come on, let's get this nuke. Zoo, pals. Sorry. Let me throw this out there. Oh my god, that was such a shit nade. I actually thought that was gonna hit though. Oh my god, I actually almost choked my nuke. Oh my god, I almost choked again. Yo, the smokes, that threw my aim assist off. Zoo, pals. Bro, this thing's disgusting. Yeah, if you guys are missing your shots or you have trouble with aim, I recommend using something like the Maverick here. There's a reason I'm using it. It's a burst. It's super accurate. It's meta. Like, it's just, you don't want to, you know, practice with the MSMC of all weapons. You know what I mean? You want to practice aiming straight with something that's actually, oh, sorry, I'm a little off-centered there. You want to use something that's like accurate, easy. You know what I mean? And then you can progressively move to a little bit more difficult weapons to use. But using an easy weapon like this is definitely the move. Calls Harpin. Woo! Tourniquet up! Frizzy J Dune, yeah! We are frying this game. Oh my god. Nice. Oh my, 97-3. I can't see shit. Oh my goodness. We are going berserk this game. We got another harp up. Yeah, we are going insane. This is exactly what I needed out of a hand cam game. Again, watching the gameplay is pretty important for this, so you can like genuinely see what I'm doing in the middle of these matches. Bro's just sitting back there. He ain't even moving. He's up top somewhere. I'm on a roof. Bro, the fact I died on a 20 earlier is insane. Bro, you think... Yeah, work on them launchers, my boy. I already been there, done that. Hell yeah. We got this up too. Let me see if I can get back here. This game's like over though. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's call it the nuke in. G frickin' G. Got it called in too. Let's go. Okay, so again, here's the paddles right here. So every time I was jumping, I was pressing this one. And then every time I was sliding, I was pressing this one right here. So jump right here, boom, boom. Slide right here, boom, boom. So I never have to take my thumb off this analog stick here, my aiming stick, to go do those movements. I can hit a quick slide and then aim, you know what I mean? So it's very, very beneficial. I love his controller to death. Love my control freaks as well. You know, shout out to Control Freak, been working that for a little bit there, but that's gonna have today's video, man. I wanted to make it, you know, nice, short, and sweet. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. I hope this helps you guys out. And yeah, you guys all stay safe. Have a great day and I'm out. Doses.